Welcome back, parents, guardians, and students. Just as a reminder, my name is Anand Patel, and I'm going to be your son or daughter's AP Stats teacher for this year. It's the second year that I'm teaching AP Stats, and I'm really excited. It's one of my favorite courses to teach. And if you watch the introduction video, you've seen a couple of videos now, so you saw the introduction video, the video from the administration team talking about Canvas and how that's going to work. And so this video here is going to talk specifically about AP Stats and kind of the course. Your son or daughter has some summer work to do, so they've kind of seen what this is going to look like throughout the year. But this is a great way for me to give parents a chance to see what the year is going to look like in this remote setting. So just from the previous video, like I said, my name is Anand Patel. I got my undergraduate degree from Eastern Michigan University in 2017 in mathematics and psychology. And I'm currently a master's student at the University of Michigan, getting a master's in applied statistics and data science. So stats is my thing. It's my favorite thing. To me, it's the most real. It's the most applied of the math out there. So I'm really excited. It's my favorite class to teach. So this is really, really exciting for me that I get to keep doing this. I wanted to show you a couple things about the Canvas page, just so you know what it looks like. So I'm going to share my screen here, and you'll see what it kind of looks like. So when your son or daughter logs on to Canvas, they're going to get a page that looks like this. This is called their dashboard. Okay. Now these are my classes, also some other stuff that we're working on. Your student will have their classes preloaded into here. Now they can click on whatever course they want to. So I'm going to obviously focus on AP Stats. So they can click on the page, and your student's page isn't going to look quite like this, just because this is my size, so I have a lot more control. If I go to student view here, you can kind of take a look at what it's going to look like. So right at the top, here's the homepage for the course, a little brief description of the course that you can read through. A couple of things that I really want to focus on. First things is announcements. Please keep an eye on the announcements tab. So the announcements tab is actually going to be right at the top. I don't have any announcements yet, so that's why it's not showing up. But as soon as I post this video, it'll actually be up here. So there will be an announcements tab. So that's going to be at the very top underneath home. And so that's where I'm going to communicate most of my things. So whenever there's updates, anything regarding the school, any school messages that I need to pass along, I'm going to post them through the announcements. Additionally, this is going to be a weird year for everybody. So if you have questions, concerns, please email me. My email is right there. This is going to be a pretty quick video. So if parents, you have questions on how this is set up, please feel free to email me, and we can kind of go through some stuff together. So material access. There's going to be materials going to be posted in pages, which are part of modules. Okay. So I'm going to show you the module section here in a second. And so it's right here at the top, modules. And so within each module, there's going to be different pages that your student's going to complete different sorts of work. So your student's going to have discussions, which they've already done some over the summer. There's going to be quizzes. There's going to be obviously the notes themselves. So different things to kind of look out for. And each module, the way I look at modules is a module is a unit. So each unit's going to have its own module, and then they're going to be kind of subdivided from within that. So if I take a look, if I go to modules right here. Okay, so for example, I have this first module already up, and you kind of see here's the second module, third module. So these things are still being developed. The first module is all done because that's what I told students to do over the summer. But the second, third, and then it kind of goes all the way down. But so here's your module. Okay, so here's the first one, Unit 1, Exploratory Data Analysis. So if you were to click on each one of these pages, it's going to lead you to a different activity. So if I click on this first one, okay, we have a little video that you're going to watch, and then here's some directions on what you're going to do. You have an essential question, and then you have a discussion page here. So you can click on this, and that will lead to your discussion, and then you can kind of go in and type in your discussion, and there's directions on each thing there. So that's kind of how this class is going to be set up online. So you're going to have different modules, and then within each module there are pages. And within the pages, there are different activities that you can kind of work on. Last big thing I wanted to go through, I have a section here for the syllabus. I've copied and pasted the syllabus in here. So again, contacting me, there's my email. The phone number's there, but I'm not going to be spending much time. I'm going to do most of the teaching from home. But there's a room number. So a couple things, course description, calculators. I'm going to have to work with the students on graphing calculators. That's going to be a big thing for us. We'll figure that out as soon as we can. Textbooks, we have an online textbook this year, which is great. So I know a lot of students have already got access to it. We did it over the summer, and we'll set up some more times to get the online textbook. So that's going to be good. General policies, homework. I don't collect homework for a couple of reasons. One being to assign arbitrary problems for a concept that you already know just seems like a waste of time and seems redundant. So what I tell students always is if there's a concept that you fully understand, maybe just do one or two of the suggested problems that I give. So I do give like suggested problems that you should be able to do. That'll help you on tests and quizzes. But if you really understand the concept and maybe just do one or two, make sure you fully understand it, and then you can move on. If there's a concept that's a little bit harder or something that you're struggling with, maybe you want to do a couple extra problems to kind of get you in the right direction. And one of my incentives for not doing homework is that homework can be used on any of the quizzes. So the idea being that if you take your time and go through the homework, you'll have a pretty good understanding of it, and you ask questions. That's going to then allow you to then do better on the quizzes because you've taken the time on the homework. So that's kind of the idea behind that. And homework can only be used on quizzes, not for tests. I'm going to make that clear. Quizzes are going to be given pretty often. Students are allowed to retake quizzes. And like I said here, you're allowed to use your homework on your quizzes. Unit tests will focus on the whole module instead. So like I said, students will have to retake quizzes. Again, you have to go through the practice problems. You have to review some of them with me, and then we'll schedule a time to do quiz retakes. How's your grade going to be calculated? I'm going to do 50% summative, 50% formative. Okay, so any of the discussions, classwork, that's all known as formative. Quizzes, all that stuff is formative, and summative is going to be the unit tests. And then how is your final grade determined? That's based on 80% of your semester grade plus 20% of the final exam. And I know the final exam is a long way away. Things may look a lot different then, so hopefully we can kind of figure that out as we go along. That's kind of the main things that I want to highlight. I know this is a short video, and like I said, this is going to be an interesting year for everybody, but I know Dexter is a great community, and I know that as we work as a team, we're going to make the best out of this year as we can. I'm really excited for the challenge of teaching remotely. It's going to be an interesting and wild ride. But parents, as always, if you have questions about anything that I went through today, I went pretty fast just because you have to watch a lot of these videos. Please send me an email, let me know, and we can go from there. So thank you again for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and have a good rest of your day.